What kind of emotions are flowing through your body at the moment, sir?
Sadness, relief, not even a burden. It's more I just feel just a big relief. The school's over. When I talked to my wife last night, I don't even feel like school's over yet because soccer's not over.
Right.
And tomorrow I'll feel like it's over, and now it's summertime, and I'm going to enjoy it. And it's just been a great career. I really have enjoyed it. These parents have embraced me. The school has embraced me. The kids have embraced me. And I mean, the community. I've gotten so many emails lately. It's just from people from. I mean, I get people from parents who I haven't heard from 10 years. It's just been really nice, and I'm kind of glad I told the girls before the season was over. I think back at it, I'm really glad I told them because even though I told them not to, they really wanted to. They were on a mission to get me to this game, and I was on a mission to get them to this game. And I think together, that's the kind of teams I've had. They really respect me. I respect our program. I respect my assistant coaches have been great. I've had basically the same assistant coaches all the way down in middle school, except for a couple changes throughout the years.
You have to be proud as heck of what you've done for this program.
I have, and I really think that whoever's going to come in here thinks it's going to be a cushy job. It's not. I mean, I work my butt off. That's part of the reason I'm leaving is because I can't work that hard anymore. I need some time off, some time for my family. And I think the person who comes in really needs to understand the commitment that they need to make because it's not an easy one. And we don't have a huge program like some of these other schools have these huge youth programs. We're lucky if we get a team per age group. Many teams have 5-6 teams per age group. So it's just the girls just work so hard. One of the coaches emailed me and said that what he liked about me is that he thinks I got the most out of our players than any of the other programs, which I just took as such a compliment because I feel that these girls just give so much and they work so hard.
For the people who don't know, what is a handball in soccer? Break it down and what happens when you get a handball?
A handball is supposed to be a call where your hand is not in a natural place and it stops the movement of the ball of where it's supposed to go. If your hand's in a natural place and you're running and your hand comes out next to your body, that should not be a handball because that's where your hands should be. When you're running, nobody runs with their hands on their sides.
No, they don't.
And you don't know that the ball's going to be right there. That's not supposed to be considered a handball.
Right.
But they called it, and
do you feel bad for Sarah?
I do feel bad for Sarah because she thinks it's all her fault we lost. She's one of the reasons we have 21 shutouts. She's one of the reasons we're here. Her corner kicks are unbelievable. I mean, and I understand they're kids. They're 16, 17 years old. Someday they'll look back and think, you know what, that wasn't my fault. I can't help that happened. She'll watch the video and realize that, hopefully. I never even thought about until I saw her crying. I'm like, why are you crying? It's not your fault. It's not. It's just what happened.
You kept their offense off the board for 80 minutes. I mean, they got their goal on a PK. I mean, you shut them out, basically, which nobody's done.
And I really thought Willie was going to save him because she's been unbelievable. In practice, games, PK, she's just been unbelievable with the saves she's been making, and I feel so bad for her probably the most of anybody because she's just worked so hard.
What are you most proud of here?
My wife for supporting me. Staying next to me my whole career. And she's always just been very grateful and very appreciative of what I've done, and she knows I do it for the kids because that's why I teach, that's why I coach, and I'm still going to coach my daughter's team, so I'll still have that, but it's just the pressure just won't be there of being in charge of a program, which is a lot of pressure.
You mentioned this the other night, but getting here 3 times in 10 years is pretty special. Can you elaborate on that a little more, just to be in this game 3 times?
I told them before the game, girls, this is something you'll never forget. This is something that you have worked your butts off all year, all your life. Enjoy it because you might never get it again. For me to be here 3 times, it's just honestly, I couldn't have done this without my assistants, without Coach Kramer or without Coach Honstein, or the last 2 years without Coach Kurtz, our goalie coach. We just, it's not just me, seriously. I mean, I've always given credit to my assistants because there are times when I say to them, what do I do here? Because I know what they're good at and they know what I'm good at, and sometimes I just say, no, I'm not going to do that because I am in charge, but many times I just come up to them and ask them for advice because I know what they know, and we're all very good friends and we all know each other's strengths and weaknesses. And this morning we had breakfast and we talked about what we were going to do today to beat this team. We played our D, we play the way we mark, the same people mark, they're top players like we always do. The only thing that I think might have been a little differently was that I told our center mids that one of them had to stay back a little bit more than they usually do. Both of them like to push up all the time, and I knew I mean, they had that number 10 in there who's on the national team.
She's really good.
I knew that we had to control her, and we did. I mean, I thought we did a good job.
For the most part, she got some shots.
Right, she did, and she's going to get shots. Of course, that's why she's on the national team. But for her to go scoreless the whole game, I think it's awesome. And we have always played 1-0, 2-1 games. Always. And in 1 year is the only year that they beat us 3-0 is the only time I remember not being a 1-goal game.
Really? You said the other night this sense a 1-0 game coming.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And then there it was.
There it was. Yeah.
Nobody thought it was going to end that way.
It was going to be a PK, but
most memorable moment? Do you have one? You got a couple state titles in the case. You produced some unbelievable players.
I can't. I don't know.
What are you going to miss?
Just the practices the most with them because they're just. I mean, I run with them. I sprint with them. I just do all that stuff with them, and it's fun. That I'm going to miss a lot. I'm not going to miss the meetings. I'm not going to miss the late nights. I'm not going to miss the scouting. I'm not going to miss dinners at home. I'm not going to miss that stuff.
Will we see you again?
As a coach?
Varsity?
No.
That's it?
I don't.
Never say never, bud.
Never say never, but right now, I'm not even thinking about it.